2A, key assignment, Unit 1. Here, if you chose a 7, that will be the same number that you put in here, 7. If you choose a different number, those two numbers have to match. This is your H value. Your H value, you're deciding what it's going to be, and it goes there. From there, to the left, you're going to reduce it by 1. That is, if you put a 7, 6, 5, 4. If you chose a 7, this will be 8, 9, 10. To the right, it adds up. To the left, it adds down on the X line, X line. So if you're caught so far, you got a 7 or a number of your choice. Like if it's a magic trick, choose a number, any number. When the magician says it, that means it doesn't matter what you choose. Whatever his trick is going to be, he already knows it will work. Here you put a 7, bling, bling, bling. Lower, bling, bling, bling. Greater to the right. Let's pause. The part they've all been waiting for, a little bit of math. Enough to get those 4 people who passed theirs done. The other people to peek at their test to see what they're going to come back at some makeup time to address. Some, at 1 point, I forgot who that was. Others, a little bit more distance. In any case, I'll go with 7. We did it properly. 7 there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. The instructions in the past, kids had difficulty reading the instructions so you can know. I guess you couldn't use 100. They want the H to be between -10 and 10, any number between that. Let's see, create a function table. Ooh, I wish I could say what a function table was. From 5 less than your value of H to 5 more than your value of H. That's math talk for add 5 to 7 and subtract 5 from 7. Okay. What is it that I want you to do to fill in the bottom part? No, not yet. Oh, shoot, we have to give them a new technique with the calculator for the bottom part. So let's go down to the very end. We're going to put in some more numbers. So let me say it one way so that people can figure out stuff, can write it in. Here, we wrote it with dollars. I got $7. I want you to add $1 up and $1 down. $1 down from 7 is $6, $1 up from $7 is 8. No big deal. At the very bottom is another table. You're going to start with the 7 in the middle, but this time you're not going to add $1 up and $1 down. You're going to do, let's do by 10 cents. Yeah, let's do by 10 cents. So you're going to do $7.10, as will be the next number, $7.20, $7.30. And then you're going to subtract 10 cents away from $7, $6.90, $6.80. Now somebody in here goes, okay, I get what you're saying. I'm like, I know what he's talking about. At the bottom of your page, there's a thing that looks just like this. You're going to put in the red 7 again. Mine will be red anyway. But the blue numbers and the green numbers will be add 10, add 10, add 10, or add 0.10, 0.10, 0.10. That is, add 10 cents as it goes up by 10 cents. And then down below, now this is not on the same chart. I know some of you are like putting it right below, and I just saw that. Oh, so sorry for you. I should have moved it. This bottom row here, the Y, your calculator is going to give that to you as a gift. You're going down to the bottom of your page, and on the top row for the X's, you're going to put a 7 at the very bottom of your page. I didn't want to do mine because I think when I move mine, I think my 7 and my other numbers are going to stay where they are. So for those at home watching, yeah, you see what I mean? So here in this table at the bottom of the page, you're putting in 7, but the number next to it won't be 8, 9, 10. Can someone tell me how much is $7 plus 10 cents? Someone tell me how much is $7 minus 10 cents? That's what I meant. And you keep going down by 10, by 10, by 10, by 10 to get some numbers. We'll use the calculator to get some free answers, which I don't know is the goal of the assignment. I'm going to try and say what an asymptote is. For the back of the page, you have to describe what an asymptote is. Ooh, I love my definition of asymptote. I wish I had a teacher who would have said it to me this way. Maybe they did, and I wasn't listening, but I don't remember it. I think that when you write type the fraction into your calculator, make sure it's y equals 1 over parenthesis x minus 7 close parenthesis for it to read it properly. Otherwise, when we need to get our table, it won't give us what we need. It'll do something wrong. If your calculator is having issues, check with someone next to you. If someone next to you can't resolve it, usually you can type in blue button plus sign 722, blue button plus sign 722 that generally restores things back to their original state. So while I can't pause Spotify, I can do other stuff. Pause. Hey, Thomas, once we put that in, second table, you have decimals. I'm going to try and explain how to do it. My calculator has not been working. I don't know what to do. If I hit cancel, will it do it? No, so I don't have a calculator to show you, video people. But then again, you probably don't have a graphic calculator at home. In any case, what you're going to do on that bottom section, there's a table ask button. Now this one I'm going to have to look at a calculator. But basically, table ask allows you to type in an X number, and it gives you the partner. Is there a table ask thing? It would be blue button. It would be written in blue above one of the gray buttons. Anybody see that? You look it on your calculator. It might say something like table ask.
Table set.
Table set. I wonder if it's table set. Go blue button table set. I think that'll be it. And let's find out what's under there. What you do table set? No. Pause. Blue button window for table set. You are going to, with your gray button, move the cursor, move it down to independent until you see Auto blinking. Hi, Auto. We're going to move on the independent, which is the X value. That was on one of your tests, too. The independent, there's like donuts. Some people like it was a 75, felt bad, like dang, because I know I didn't stress that too much. Nonetheless, you're going to move it over to ask. When you move it to ask, to choose it, you hit enter, like, yes, I'm choosing ask, and you will notice your auto is no longer highlighted. Here's the power I think this thing gives you. I need to get back to table now. I should be able to, once it's in that position, check with your neighbor. I should be able to go blue button table. And when I go back to blue button table, notice how there's nothing on the table. That means I get to ask when X is 7.10, tell me what the Y is. So I'm punching 7.10 and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. 7.10. It shows at the bottom. I hit enter. Booyah. 7.10, also known as 7.1, spits out a 10. I'm going to try it again. 7.20. If it spits out the same thing, that's going to be bad news. 7.20, enter. A 5 feels weird. Feels weird to me. All right. Let me pause here and find out who can do. If you're doing your chart right, let's talk about error. The good news is whenever you see an error in your calculator, oftentimes that means there's an asymptote somewhere. An asymptote is a math problem that math people haven't figured out the answer to. You go.
Oh, no.
Okay. They haven't figured out how to find the answer to it, and so they just say, we don't know it. And since everything else works, they're like, whatever, we got a million answers right, we just don't know this one, whatever, we're just not going to figure it out. And here's the situation. One situation in the world of math that they haven't figured out what to do is, if ever, oh, by the way, you're going to need this space here to draw a picture, so I'll do it over here. If ever you have a fraction, no matter what the top number, I'm going to do 1, and the bottom number equals 0 altogether, that's bad news. You can't divide something by 0. It is illegal. For that reason, we write the word undefined is math talk for we don't know, and we're not going to try to figure it out. We just don't know it. When you have this, when you have something that's undefined in math, the picture of that thing is a dotted line. That dotted line, we call it asymptote. Can't have zeros at the bottom of a fraction. If you do, the answer that you write down on your paper to get the correct answer for math picture is the word undefined. Hey, Thomas, draw a picture of undefined. I'm going to draw a dotted line somewhere. The question is, where am I going to draw this dotted line? Wherever, in this case, whatever number produced an error. In other words, when I made H a 7, it produced that error. On my picture somewhere, I'm going to have to find the number 7 on the X line and draw a dotted line. That's the plan. But here's the good news. You're about to sketch the picture, but your calculator is going to sketch it for you. So do me a favor. For your function, hit the graph and try and sketch that picture. The only thing that I'm going to offer you in sketching my own is the following. I'm going to find the number 7 because that's where the asymptote is going to be found. 7 is the line that I will approach, but I will never touch. Let's see if I can get that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. When am I putting that 7? I'm going to put, oh, come on, help me out, I'll erase that other one. Yeah, oh, come on. Do a better line than that for your asymptote. So when you look at your calculator that's going to offer you the picture, when you put it on your sketch, at least have the 7 distinct, the asymptote distinct, everything else can be like a sketch kind of thing. We'll go from there. So I'm going to pause and see who gets what I'm